Hello, Merry Christmas, everyone. It is Christmas 2025. It's been a long day so far here at the Sievage household. Another great Christmas, another fantastic Christmas Eve. We spent with my cousin Casey and his lovely wife and daughter. It was pretty good, pretty good. They made Indian food and it was delish. So it was pretty great. I hope you guys are having a great day, eating well, chilling with family. If not, if it's not your thing, whatever you're doing, hope it's a great day. But this is the annual haul video, the Christmas haul video. This won't be edited. This is straight from the camera. My computer, the C drive, is completely full with what? I do not know. So it's not letting me do much of anything on the computer. I gotta get a whole new C drive, take that C drive out and put a new one in with more space, because this is ridiculous. I've got other hard drives in there that have plenty of space left, but you know, that C drive, it's the main drive for the PC, and it just filling up with Crom knows what. So everything going forward until I can get a new drive in there, it's all raw from the camera. I can't even edit any of my movie stuff or anything, so I gotta figure that out. But so here we are. People seem to like when I do the Christmas haul videos. It's another pretty spectacular one, if I do say so myself. And, you know, if you're new to the channel, or if not, you've heard this plenty of times, but if you're new, Christmas is the one time of year where we sort of go apeshit on everybody, present-wise. So my wife and I really go nuts as far as presents are concerned. I get stuff for River, sometimes when I can for friends. But yeah, for the most part, it's always towards Katie and River, of course. And then Katie does in kind as well. So it's always a bit extravagant. But it's the one time a year we do it. And, you know, so our lists sort of grow throughout the year of things that we want and things like that. So we're going to start with a couple of things from, well, this was a pre-order. So this actually came in, I can't remember when I pre-ordered this, but it came in, last week, maybe. So I count it, I guess, as a Christmas present. But this beautiful collection from Hasbro, this is the first time the Ghostbusters are in, you know, 3 3/4, 3.75, whatever, G.I. Joe style here. And they will be coming out. I don't really tend to leave stuff in package too much. I like to display. I like to pose and things like that. Yeah, you know. So I thought that was pretty great. So I'll be messing with that at some point, opening that up. This was from my buddy Chris Tansky. An original 89 Toy Biz Batmobile, which happened to be one of my lists, one of my Grail lists, as recollection. I tend to recollect a lot of what I had growing up, and this Batman line was a part of that. So it's nice to have it back in my life. So thank you, Mr. Tansky, for bringing that back into my world. Let's see. So this is from my Grammy on Katie's side of the family. Finally, the start of the Lunatics for Thundercats. I will be getting those. They're great villains, and we never got original toys for the line, even though they were planned. So Super 7, and Super 7 makes some amazing action figures. And so there we go, with the start of the Lunatics. And then let's see, cousin Lauren got me, these two things. She got me the Godzilla Encyclopedia, which I can't wait to get into. Huge Godzilla fan, kaiju fan. So that's going to be fun to dig into. And she got me the second season of The Mandalorian on 4K. So I'm looking forward to that as well. I got to get the third season. I know that just recently came out. So I got that from that side of the family. Let's see. This is cool. This I got from my wife, and this will go with my Fright Night collection. This is a wonderful 3D printed Fright Night sign. So I'll be adding this to my Fright Night collection, which I'm sure you've seen, and if not, there'll be a new video because 2025, my goodness, is the 40th anniversary of my favorite horror movie of all time. So I thought that was pretty cute. My wife also got me this new Doctor Who shirt. We love Doctor Who around here. The new Who is great so far, and the David Tennant specials were amazing. And she also got me a Thundercats t-shirt, which is awesome. And then she found out that when Fellowship of the Ring came out in 2000, 2001, Fellowship of the Ring? 2000. No, 2001. And old school LBP folk, anyone who knew me back then, I wore this Frodo Lives hat like all the time. And it was an official Lord of the Rings hat. She tracked it down. She got it for me. So the Frodo Lives is back as well. That's pretty sweet. Pretty good. Okay, let's get through these Blu-rays and 4Ks. I always get a lot for Christmas, so And a lot of these were on my list for a long time. I make wish lists. And, you know, I don't usually, like I said, I don't get things for myself really too much throughout the year. So everything that I want, or if the new stuff comes out, then I just throw it on the wish lists. And, you know, one day through birthday or Christmases, it'll come to me, and that's okay. But so 4K of the new Turtles movie, which I really loved. Great interpretation and animation. Wild, really fun. Loved it a lot, actually. Like I said, big kaiju fan, and I did have this originally, but it was like the Mill Creek Blu-ray set, so it was very old. You know, the presentations weren't that great at all. So I wanted the Arrow Gamera, the High Era. And it comes with Gamera the Brave, which was the newer kid movie that they made. But these first three, oh my gosh, they are kick-ass. They're really amazing. So I'm looking forward to Arrow's presentation of them. And of course, it looks like there's tons of great special features. And if you haven't seen these 3 90s Gamera films, you got to get on that, because man, they're good. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, love this movie. So this is an upgrade for me. I have the Blu-ray, but I'll be getting rid of that. 4K Drag Me to Hell. There are brand new special features, and of course the new transfer. And I love me some special features, and this actually finally has like a real extensive behind the scenes, which I love. And I hate slipcovers. I think they're garbage, so I'll be throwing that away. And I don't like steelbooks either. You know, if the only reason I have steelbooks is because that is probably the only way that you can get that certain thing. I don't care about steelbooks, and I certainly don't care about this waste of cardboard. So yeah, my wife got me Drag Me to Hell, Gamera, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and of course, Godzilla Minus One. Amazing film. I'm glad to own that. My buddy Andrew got me this movie, The Convent. I love this film. It's great to finally have it on like a kick-ass physical media, 4K no less, which is crazy. I hung on to my DVD for so long, and before that, in 2000, I got a bootleg of the film on VHS from overseas of The Convent, because it wasn't released in America yet. And so Casey and I watched that movie so much. My buddy Mike Mendez made this film. It's pretty spectacular. Look at these special features. Oh, this is going to be fun. And to see the movie in 4K, damn. Looking forward to that. This is a spectacular show on Netflix, and it just had the second and final season. Arcane, wonderful. Pretty awesome. This is the 4K. Of course, it's in a steelbook. Whatever. It's fine. It's the only way you could get it, I guess. But my wife got me that. Frozen Empire. I liked it enough to want to put it in my collection. So, yeah. 4K Frozen Empire. Let's see. And then, of course, Beetlejuice, which I loved. I thought they did a tremendous job. So that's going to be awesome to watch all those special features. And, of course, have the movie in 4K. This is a really fun movie. I'm sure tons of people love it. Tons of people have had it, but it's just been sitting in my list forever. Megan 4K, Megan 2.0 is coming out 2025. This really surprised me when we watched it many moons ago. And I was like, wow, I want to own that. So now I do. This Bad Boys Ride or Die, Bad Boys 4 in 4K, again from my wife. I love these movies. Casey and I are unabashed fans of the Bad Boys films. This is Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, 4K, spectacular. I love the originals. I love the new movies. Anything Planet of the Apes like that. Outside, I hate the Tim Burton film. Hated it when it came out. And I was a big lover of Planet of the Apes since I was, 12, 13. And I just, that Burton film sucks. But this does not. That's going to be sweet. Let's check this out. Ooh, like I said, this was great because this is fairly new. I mean, it's just like, this is all of the new David Tennant episodes before switching over to the new Who. So the switch from Jodie Whittaker to David Tennant and then David Tennant to the new Who. But this set is already out. And there's spectacular episodes, really great. Awesome lead into New Who, which is really good, guys, really good. But Tennant is and always will be my favorite Doctor. So, another spectacular show, The Boys season 3. Yoink. Season 4 just came out over the summer, but I'll be getting that as well. Again, this was also from my wife, as was Doctor Who. Also from my wife, The Sopranos on Blu-ray. I love this show. I've seen the show since it aired, probably. I've watched it at least 6 or 7 times all the way through since it aired. And finally, she was like, I'm just going to get it for him. So I have it. So, yeah, now I've got The Sopranos on thick-ass Blu-ray. Okay. Let's see. The rest are all from my wife. Alien Romulus. Great film. Yoink. So good. I'm so happy to have this in my collection. I'm really stoked to watch it again. And all the special features. This is gonna look spectacular in my home theater. And I'm sure the sound is gonna blow my taint apart. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is gonna be good. I really dug this. This was a surprise for me. But I liked it enough to I threw it on my list that I want to own. Late Night with the Devil. Really fun, really cool concept. Ooh, nice and there's some good special features here too. All right, that's gonna be good. I love this movie. I have it in Blu-ray. I have it in 3D, and now I have it 4K. Dread. This is spectacular. It looks amazing in 3D, and I bet this 4K is sumptuous. Yeah, got to have my Dread. Got to have the fullest of K for mine eyes. Love this series. This was a really nice surprise, seeing that Warner Brothers was putting this out and actually cleaning them up because it was shot on film. I've had the DVD set forever. I have it signed by John Wesley Shipp as well. But they have released the original Flash series from 1990 on Blu-ray. I am pumped to rewatch this. I've rewatched it a few times on the DVD set. I loved this show when it aired as a 13-year-old. I thought it was badass, and I was really bummed when they canceled it. But yeah, this is great. Another great show. I'm really looking forward to season 2. I'm glad I own it now. Wednesday. I think it's great. Jenna Ortega is fantastic in it. These, I am so thrilled to have these in 4K, and I'm really excited to check out this one and all of its glory. This is the Arrow release of the Chronicles of Riddick. Lots of people don't like this movie. I love it. I just love the world building, the lore that David Twohy and Vin Diesel created with Pitch Black, but it just escalated in Chronicles, and they just built a world more. And I loved that world, and I loved where it was going. So this looks stacked with extras. It's in 4K. Arrow always does a tremendous job. So I'm really excited to check this out. And then my cousin Casey got me the third in Riddick, which also kicks ass. It's 4K. Look, I'm pumped, David Twohy, give me more Riddick. I know that they're doing another Furia. Finally, I know that it's happening. Vin Diesel has talked about it. He's shown off the script. Furia is happening. You Riddick fans, you know what I'm talking about. Give me 1 million of these. Fuck those Fast and Furious movies. Give me Vin Diesel as Riddick and David Twohy directing. Whew. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, and then I put this on my list, my wish list, as soon as it was, Amazon put it up there. Elf. This is the complete series, the deluxe edition. So it has every hilarious episode, including restored footage not seen since the original broadcasts. Elf, the animated series. Elf Tales, the series. Project Elf, which is terrible. A new look back at Elf with creators Paul Fusco and Tom Patchett. New Elf on Elf audio commentaries with Elf and Tom Patchett for select episodes. This is great. This is really awesome. I've had that DVD set for a long time, and they're all messed up and scratched because my son watched them when he was growing up too. But this is pretty great. I'm excited to dip into this. I want to get into the extras and whatnot. But yeah, I've seen the show so much, but it's just nice to have it in that complete package. And the animated show has a killer theme song. Also from my wife. And I think, okay, let me get the couple of things that were gifted to me. Andrew also got me this What If Aliens, co-written by Paul Reiser himself. I'm really excited to dig into that. And he got me the newer, which I had the single issues, but I ended up selling all of my comic books, and I only do trade paperbacks or hard books now. So he got me the newer Secret Wars, which I think they're probably that's probably what they're going to base, you know how the MCU takes things from more of the recent runs, like the Ultimates and all of that stuff, and I think they're going to be cherry picking from this Secret Wars. I'm sure they'll take bits from the original Secret Wars, which I do have, but it's a great story, and this is going to end the multiverse saga for the MCU and kick off the mutant verse, and we'll get to finally get the X-Men and all that good stuff. So now we're back to everything that Katie got me. Imminent by Lou Elizondo. I believe, folks. I believe. I am a unabashed believer in the extraterrestrial world. This galaxy is beyond our feeble comprehension. They are out there. I 100% believe our government knows. We shady ass creatures. And, one of these days, it ain't going to be up to them to release everything. Shit's just going to go down, and there's nothing they can do about it. So I'm all about that. Hell yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this. This is a new book by Lou Elizondo. And if you don't know who he is, check him out. He also was just on the second Congress hearing for UAPs, UFOs, and what the government is hiding from us. And then we got, this is going to be so much fun. Airplane is my favorite comedy of all time. It doesn't matter how many times I've seen it. I laugh every single time. Abrams Zuckers are geniuses, and I am really looking forward to pouring through this. So, yes, thank you, Katie. She got me the Imminent book as well. And this was cool. I saw my buddy Chris Tansky had this, and my wife got it because she saw the same thing and was like, oh, I bet Chris would like this. So this was not on my list, but when I saw it was out, I was like, oh shit, this is a sequel to Tim Burton's Batman. So I am really looking forward to reading this. 89 Batman. Michael Keaton is my Batman. He always will be. Because this original run, this original book is fantastic. And I hear they're going to be making a movie about this. But this is the Lost Years, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin. This is a newer, after The Last Ronin and everything, but before all of it. Anyway, yes, it's a new book in that series. That book is phenomenal, so I'm stoked to get into trouble, baby, with this. Creature from the Black Lagoon. This was exciting to see, and I'm glad that Image put it into book form. But this is I didn't want to get the single issues. I knew there would be a trade, so as soon as it went up, I put it on my list. This is going to be great. That is my favorite Universal monster, and then Frankenstein, and then Wolfman. Again, this is great. I wanted to wait for the trades to start rolling in, but Marvel's new line of Alien, I'm pumped. This is 1 through 6 of that line. I am really excited to dip into this. Big Alien and Predator fan right here. This is really cool. This is sort of a new take on this, on the whole lore, but with the same characters being played by who we know from the show. Huge Buffy fan. So this is the new series from Boom, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but it sort of reimagines the whole thing. So I'm I'm excited to get into that. Speaking of Buffy, if you saw the Buffy episode on the channel that Casey and I did, you know how hardcore we are. And I had a shit ton of the Buffy action figures back in the day that adorned my apartment walls and everything. And I ended up selling all of them, but Casey had a shit ton too. Casey's going to be moving, and he gifted me most of his Buffy figures. Last night he did. So I will be opening them and making a display for them, which I'm excited about. Let's see. She also got me the new cartoon collection Evil Lyn from the Masters of the Universe line, the Origins line. This is the Filmation version Evil Lyn. As you know, I've been getting the Filmation. Gotta get these guys. I never cared for Spike-Gore, but I gotta get these guys in the line. And there's some great figures coming up, actually, that I have pre-ordered. Yeah, this is gonna get open and put with that collection. I love these retro style Kenner Star Wars of some of the newer titles. I didn't really care for the show, but I loved this aspect of it, that the Tusken Raiders were sort of helping Boba Fett, heal and teaching him their ways and whatnot. I thought that was cool. So I wanted to get the retro Kenner style Tusken Warrior, which I take all these out and put them with my original collection. Same with Fennec Shand. It's a great character. Shitty show, but she also shows up on The Mandalorian. But this is the Kenner style. So I'll be opening that up. And then we got the vintage collection for Cobb Vanth from The Mandalorian. Great character. Timothy Olyphant, great actor playing him. Great setup for Fett's costume and everything, and how Fett gets it back. But yeah, so I'll be adding that to the toys as well, the Star Wars collection over there. Taking this out, posing them. So I got those from Katie. Everything else is from Katie. Yeah, all of this. I mean, she, like I said, she goes a little crazy. And then she got me. I have all of the Interrupters albums in MP3, and they're on my computer. And then sometimes I put some of the songs onto my phone. But I still get CDs. And my car, my 2018 Kia, still had a CD player in it. So I still have plenty of CDs in my car as well, and I've got my CD collection right over there. So I still want CDs. So I want to get all the Interrupters CDs and all that good stuff. So she got me 2 of the Interrupters albums. Interrupters, amazing ska punk band. Started in 2011. This was their first album, by the way. And yeah, great. Amazing. So good. So good. Now, I have the original Broadway soundtrack as well, but I loved the movie. I loved this movie so much, the Wicked soundtrack. I think everyone did tremendous in this film, across the board. Not just the acting, but this is old school Hollywood epic filmmaking type shit. They don't make movies like this anymore, as far as, very much like Peter Jackson when he handled the Lord of the Rings trilogy, bringing every bit of technology, practical effects, animatronics, matte paintings and models and CG and it's all here in Wicked, and it's huge and big and grand and old school Hollywood scale. You know, I love this. I know people are gonna be like, what? But you know, and I've loved the music from the musical for years. It's earwig shit. It gets in your head. So I knew a lot of the music, and I already have the the Broadway soundtrack. But this is cool. So now I've got this. This is awesome. Well, first, so I love this movie. And I had to upgrade it. Silent Night, Deadly Night, 4K. Amazing film. It's really good. Recently talked about this film with Josh at Oh I Had That. It's on his channel, Oh I Had That. It's a nostalgia channel as well. Look it up on YouTube. But this has got some brand new stuff, and it's a restoration of the film. And I had to have it on the list, so I got that. But she also got me this amazing collection from Terror Vision Records and Video. And you've heard us talk about Terror Vision. They're a great company. They put out some amazing shot-on-video stuff, schlock, amazing soundtracks, and then they do these awesome little things like this. So it came with a Silent Night, Deadly Night stocking, Punish, and it came with the soundtrack on cassette tape, which is amazing. You know I'm going to be listening to this on the warm side of the door. And then the CD of the soundtrack. And then this awesome ornament. Silent Night, Deadly Night. Great collection of stuff. This will go nicely with the Silent Night, Deadly Night stuff I have downstairs in the horror room / theater room, which I will be displaying at some point. But she got me those. Awesome. Really cool. And then this was a big surprise. I actually forgot that I put it on my list. So this goes sort of along the lines of those grails that I want to have in my collection. And some of those toys, when I was growing up, I never got, regardless of the fact that I had so much from that particular line. There was always one or two things that like I was never gifted, and it always kind of befuddled me, knowing how much of that franchise they would get me. And this is no exception. This is from the Turtles line, and I never had that Technodrome. And I think by the time the Technodrome came out, if I'm not mistaken, the original one, I may have been like 13 or 14 at that point, and I wasn't playing with toys anymore, but I was collecting to display, and I was leaving a lot of stuff in package and just putting them on my wall. But, you know, being a kid at heart, I always sort of wanted that Technodrome. And, you know, to get the original, it's always expensive. Well, there's so many companies that are out there recreating and redoing those molds and of the original stuff. So that new, for the 40th anniversary, which is this year, I don't know, it's about to end, but the Turtles, they put out the Technodrome. And so here we go. She got me the Technodrome. Shocking. I was shocked. So I am really looking forward to opening this up and playing with it and displaying it and getting a nice setup for it upstairs. I'm going to have to do my 80s room. There's so many things that I want to do, and I need to get new cases and shelving to pull off what I want to do, because what I have now just is not cutting it. And I keep adding stuff to that room. You know, once River moves out, he's 18 in a few months. I don't know if he'll move out right then, but once he does, that room is going to become another nostalgia room. So we'll have two nostalgia rooms, and his will be a nostalgia room 2 / guest room 2, because we already have a guest room in the house. But yeah, so that was pretty wild, wet and wild. This was great. This is a couple of things that sort of go together. Let's see, where is that? Oh, here it is. So I am a unabashed fan of James Wan's *Malignant*. That movie blew me away when I saw it. I knew exactly what he was going for. I had a smile on my face the whole time I was watching it for the first time. I just loved what he was doing. I loved how the actors were acting. I loved the cheesy writing and the mix of practical and CG, but really over the top stuff. It's an 80s / early 90s horror video vibe, you know, that you would just rent and consume with your buddies like I was. So I love *Malignant*. And so she got me this print, which is very reminiscent of Spider-Man. I love that. This, of course, will get framed and hung up. And she got me this little sticker. And she got me this. And I'm going to be making my own Gabriel bust. So she got me this. And it's a mask of when Gabriel reveals himself. So I'll be getting like a mannequin head and having, you know, her face here, Gabriel's here, the hair, and making up like half of the jacket and everything. And I'll be making like a little bust to display the whole thing. I can't wait. But yeah, this was amazing. And so Katie got me that as well. And then I am also a mask collector, and she got me 3 more masks from Trick or Treat Studios. He wants his cake, Bedelia. Got that. And I got, this is beautiful. I got the Wolfman. Truly, I mean, this is such a great sculpt. And, ooh, talk about great sculpt. This guy here. This is from Tales from the Crypt, the EC Comics. Look at this. I would assume this is a Mabry sculpt. Certainly looks like it. But yeah, this is gorgeous. Gorgeous. So I've got 3 more masks and a potential bust that I'm going to be displaying down with the others in the horror theater room. So yeah, and that is it, guys. That is it. That was my Christmas 2024. amazing haul, amazing gifts. Thank you to everyone who gifted me stuff. And, you know, I hope everyone enjoyed their holiday, got some great food, got some fun gifts. Let me know if you got any geek stuff down in the comments. Throw me some pictures. If you made a video, let me see that video. I love seeing other people's, you know, hauls and whatnot. And yeah, that's it for this year's Christmas haul. So I hope everyone had a great Krima. We'll see you again. There'll be plenty of videos coming in the new year. Lots of great news, actually. Great, awesome, fun, kick-ass news finally happening. Things are finally in motion with several things. So we're looking forward to 2025. Faux show. As far as all of that stuff is concerned. Maybe not in the world we live, this floating giant space rock, but as far as geekery and pop culture and filmmaking and movies and all that stuff, we got a lot to look forward to. So thanks, everyone. Hug your family, hug your friends. Love. It's so much easier than hate. You feel me? All right, guys. May crime be with you, and we'll see you again. Bye.